Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the first live stream of 2026. We haven't been live apparently.
Wow.
This year. Hopefully we're coming out clear.
I'm happy with my new shirt that somebody got me. Look at this thing.
Captain Montreal, congratulations on second place at the Olympic. We have people from Canada watching.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it's important that we stay humble and congratulate them on getting totally destroyed by the U.S. I thought Canada would be will have something they do better than us.
They're known for hockey, right?
Yeah.
So we beat
And
them.
what is it, like our fourth best?
So they got silver?
Fifth? I don't know.
No, silver's a good medal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to enjoy our gold.
I want to be humble and congratulate all the Canadians.
You're always humble like that. That's nice of you.
On their win.
Woody is a bit quiet. Oh, maybe my mic.
I mean, you're cranked up to maximum.
Probably muted me. No, I see when I'm talking the little green line. It's working.
Of course. Let's see.
Oh, that's nice of somebody to say what nonsense is Woody up to today. Thank you. Woody mic is a bit low. Oh, they're all saying.
I don't know. Speak louder, I guess.
I'm literally talking directly into the mic.
Yeah, I mean you're cranked to maximum.
Why is your mic? You have a very expensive, nice mic, which we bought and paid for with Dive Talk, and then I have this piece of caca. Look at mine.
Listen, that's a Sennheiser mic. That thing was made to interview people at the Olympics.
You have like Sennheiser 10.
The Sydney Olympics. That mic was made to interview people at the Olympics. That's how good that is.
Yeah, back when the Greeks were still running it. I mean, my mic is. Give me a new mic. I mean, I deserve modern technology like you.
All right.
I can hear Woody fine. Okay. That's good. I can't see. I got to pull this screen closer.
Yeah. All right. So let's answer some questions. Woody stopped by the studio. Let me move a little bit more in the middle. Woody stopped by the studio for 30 minutes. So we have until 4 p.m. our time to talk to you guys and answer some questions. We don't really have like any announcements or anything to make. Like we don't even have to.
The meetup is all
pimp
sold out.
The meetup, you know, to remind people about the meetup is sold out.
Fast.
Yeah.
Wow,
sold out in like a week or two or something.
That's going to be awesome. Belize.
Other than that, we are just here to answer questions. And yeah, sorry we've been gone. We've been just busy traveling and stuff. We've only posted a few videos this year.
And working.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's a lot going on, but we're getting back to normal videos now. I think we got one coming out Friday.
Yes.
For those of you that haven't jumped over to Dive Talk Plus in a while, you may want to check out, we just put out 2 technical shorts. Seriously, they're really informative. I'll summarize them by saying not 1 and not 2. Not as in K-N-O-T. Watch them. They'll help you learn.
Yeah.
They'll help you learn what works every time.
I mean, I think it's important after all the experience that we've gathered over the years, putting our life at risk in all these environments and learning all these advanced techniques, which people take years and years to learn. I think it's important that we share it.
Absolutely.
And we help people out. So,
yeah. Especially, I mean, you can do these technical knots without looking is what I think is impressive.
Yeah.
Where did I buy that shirt?
Some questions.
Gus, where did we get this shirt? A lot of people have asked. I don't know if
that
they're available.
That was a gift. We got a gift, but we're working on bringing them to reality so people can order them.
Super comfortable, by the way. Just so everybody knows,
nice.
They're really nice
The
shirt.
fabric is so nice.
It is.
Somebody asked, do you guys ever just do single tank open circuit wreck diving? Sure. It's not often, but we do.
Yeah, I've said this so much. The reason that I love CCR, in particular I love the Go, I feel better when I dive closed circuit rebreather. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not even looking for longer. I literally feel so much better after the dive. And I've talked about the why. I think it's just because I can keep the set point at an optimal level, my PO2 at an optimal level. So I just feel better.
Yeah. Let's see, what else?
Hey, Shania? She's on her first live with us, she said down below.
Oh,
welcome.
Congratulations. Welcome. Yeah, absolutely.
Hello from Michigan. I bet that's I bet
That's
people
going
are.
bananas.
No, I'm
with
just
the
saying
hockey.
Michigan. That's got to be just frozen.
Yeah.
Not a diver, but addicted to your videos. That is awesome that we have so many people that are just not divers, but are learning a lot about diving.
Can we see you guys do the dangerous dive ever in history? I don't. What's the most dangerous dive ever in history? I don't know. So no, probably not. Let's see what other questions. That's it. We're just gonna do like a 5-minute live and call it a day because nobody's saying anything.
No, they are. I'm just trying to read them all. They're coming through fast, all the questions. Let's see.
I have a question for you. This is important. This is
I'm
important.
already wondering. Go ahead.
Is corn a vegetable or a fruit?
A starch. Well, I don't know what that means, but I know it's a starch. I'm going to say corn is a... I mean, I eat it for health reasons with butter.
Obviously.
So I'm going to go with... I got to go vegetable. That's a delicious vegetable.
Vegetable?
And that's one of the only vegetables on the cob. It's the only way I eat it with butter.
Because it's so sweet. Like it feels like a fruit. Shouldn't it be a fruit? People chime in the comments, by the way. That we're having a discussion here. You can chime in. Is it a vegetable?
Now I'm already thinking about like cream corn.
Right.
To add milk because milk's healthy, corn's healthy, butter's healthy. So if you mix it all together, is it double healthy?
Mm-hmm. Are there people that are allergic to corn? Yeah, I don't think you can be allergic to corn. Corn is too good to be allergic.
I mean, the Indians found that corn a long time. They were eating that and smoking stuff long before we ever knew.
That's facts.
And they smoked everything. And I don't know if that's considered bad, but
did you?
But
hold on one second.
no, I just want you to think about it. How did they know? Hey, let's light this up and try this one. Nope, nothing. I'm not feeling it. Let's try this one.
Right?
Nope, let's try this.
Like think of the first human that tried
They're like,
eggs.
whoa, whatever I just smoked, this one is pretty good.
Let's keep doing that one. All right. So some people are saying that is a grain. Some people are saying that it's a fruit. Some people are saying that it's a vegetable. So
Cool.
in other words, we
nobody knows.
arrive at nothing. We don't know anything. Nobody knows anything.
Oh, botanically, it's a fruit. Wow. Just the fact that they use the word
That sounds
botanical
made up.
means they know.
That's that sounds made up. Watching from the Philippines. Are you guys going to ever
Yes.
go to the Philippines? I would love to.
And I may not be able to come back.
Really?
The Philippines?
It's beautiful.
You just
out
watch
there.
videos on the Philippines. Tell me if you're going to come
By the way,
back.
I blew somebody's mind away. Last week I was out on vacation at a resort, and there was
Like usual.
this guy from the Philippines. So I asked him, so where are you from? And he's like, oh, from the Philippines. And I'm like, what part? And he's like, oh, you don't know. It's like this little town. And I'm like, oh, so it's not like Manila. And he's like, no, it's this little town. I'm like, is it Batangas? And the guy's like his mind blew up that I knew Batangas.
But how did you know that, by the way?
Because that's where Juan is from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So it's like the first thing. But I know Cebu. I know there's other places in the Philippines that we know about. Mainly because we've looked at resorts to go diving in the Philippines and stuff like that. There's other places. So, but the fact that I got it on the first guess,
Nice.
because I thought of where Juan lives, our friend Juan, who lives in Batangas in the Philippines. And this guy, like, he couldn't believe it. He was.
Where
I
were you,
thought he
by
was
the way,
having
on
a stroke.
vacation? Another cruise?
Dude, I know. Okay.
I'm saying, no, you take like six
That's
months a
not
year of...
Not true.
No, that's a compliment.
Oh, wait a
That's
minute. This guy, okay, he answered.
Uh-oh.
Corn is scientifically classified as a fruit, but it is
Okay.
treated as a starchy vegetable
I said
when
star.
harvested early and as a grain when it's allowed to mature. In other words,
It's
it
everything.
just switches from here
What
to
is
there
it when
to
it's
whatever.
cream corn? Somebody could answer that. I would love to know. Look, this
look
comes
on
up a
maps,
lot. I know we're avoiding. A lot of people are like, "Are you ever going to do a video on your weight loss?" Not only do they say that, I'm almost invisible now on the videos. I mean, every once in a while they're like, "Oh yeah, and hey, Ralph," referring to me. but every video is like, Gus looks amazing. Gus looks shredded. Did you lose weight? Like,
Right. Oh,
Woody,
lost
what's
you
up
there
with
for
the
a second.
pink? It's
But
on
let-
our website.
To answer that question, what is there to talk about my weight loss? I lost weight. A lot of people lose weight. Like, it's not
Yeah,
a big deal.
I mean,
I'm not going to post some kind of training regimen. This is not weight loss talk. So,
But a lot of
no.
people ask. I'm just saying, like every other.
But I've
comment.
answered a few of the questions of like, was this like healthy and natural, or did you just get like I don't know what people get to lose weight, like cancer? Yeah, people with cancer lose
Don't
weight.
say
Probably.
cancer because I've had that
You had cancer, so I'm not gonna make fun of that. But no, it wasn't.
right there.
It wasn't
Cut my head
drugs. It wasn't a disease. This has been going on for years, and it's not the first time I've done it. I've already talked about it. I lost the weight back in 2012,
told
and
me
I
that.
put all the weight back. So right now, my main focus is on not gaining the weight back.
But with
not to
ev-
lose
but
the
with
weight
ev-
is not to gain it back. That's
And
the
with
challenge.
everything that you've given up and eating healthy or whatever, and I'm not prompting you. What's the one sandwich though that you cannot give up? There's one
I mean, that's hard. I've been getting
from one
into-
place that we both love.
Well, yeah, I mean, Burger King is
That chicken
You
sandwich.
can't like that's.
You don't
have
give
to-
that up,
Yeah.
no matter what.
If you're gonna
Okay.
cheat on the diet, that's a justification. By the way, we should announce your medical condition in the channel. I don't know if we've ever talked about this,
Okay.
but
Which one?
we both people don't know this. This is just for the OGs of Dive Talk. That they don't know that we have superpowers. You and me.
They do that? Oh.
They don't know. My superpower, I've mentioned on the channel a couple times, is that I don't need to equalize.
Yep.
It just works.
Yep.
It's amazing.
You don't do Valsava. You don't
No.
ever squeeze. It just
No.
It's clearing.
Just like I have some medical problem that allows me to dive to any depth without
I
equalizing.
know it is
It's just
amazing.
crazy.
You do have that.
And I also have another superpower, I would say, which is I don't really smell. Like I don't use deodorants or colognes of any kind. I just don't smell. I don't know why. And I looked it up, and apparently that's a condition that some people have. Like 1 in 100 or whatever. People don't use deodorant or anything, and they don't smell. Well, I happen to be one of those 100. But you have a weirder one. You have one that is like
Yep.
1 in a million or 1 in 10 million. I don't
1
even
in
know.
1 million.
But why
I've
don't
been
you
told.
why don't you talk about? We're ignoring all the questions.
So they were looking at my biology, my blood work.
Yeah.
This was a few years ago, and I was with my doctor, and I'm like, he's like, how do you do it? He's asking me like, how do you keep this level of weight and your levels and your cholesterol, your LDL, your
before you do that, but let me
CDL?
give people some clarity. Woody's talking about the fact that we went everywhere, especially me. Before I started losing the weight, we would eat copious amounts of food, like insane, nonstop, the
That's
most
delicious.
unhealthy, vicious food, and you would never gain weight. Like I would
I
just go
can't
out
gain
to dinner
weight.
with you. I would gain 5 pounds at dinner, and you would not gain
can't-
weight. And I'm like, what the?
I can't get. I
So,
have to eat
okay,
a
now go
lot
ahead.
to maintain weight. It's opposite. Okay, for me, I'll literally be emaciated. So the doctor's like, look, we know of an enzyme. This is what he said, and I still have an email from him. He's like,
Yeah.
it's 1 in 1 million people have an enzyme that literally, what happens is the more I eat, the faster it's rapid my metabolism. Like,
Yeah.
and it just burns. It triggers this thing, and I cannot gain weight.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was a kid, I was really skinny. They were like, oh, but when you get older, it's going to slow down. But for me, I don't know. I mean,
It's awesome.
I eat a whole
I
enchilada
wish I
every
had that
night.
problem.
You know the kind of kettle barbecue potato chips I like? Are those good for you, by the way? I eat the whole thing. I can't help
Yeah,
it. But
the
I don't-
worst, by the way, for people who don't know this, potato chips is the worst in terms of health
Really? They're so good.
snack.
Oh.
Potato chips are the worst, the most unhealthy ones.
Okay, well, I'm not going to.
And
I'll
that's what you've
bring
been
up
eating. But that's the thing, you would destroy
the barbecue kettle
a
one.
family-size bag of chips,
Of course. The kettle?
and
You
not
can't stop. You
gain
can't stop.
a pound.
You can't stop.
It was
If you
unbelievable.
open the kettle,
Yeah,
barbecue chip, take one. Just perfection explosion in my mouth. I can't stop. The whole bag. I don't know what it is. I mean, other than what I was told.
Some
Okay,
people,
I don't know. We're talking about diving, or we haven't read one
some
question.
people chiming in saying my husband also doesn't smell. It's kind of cool. Yeah. So it's like some
Nice.
people have that problem, I guess. Benefit, advantage. But yeah, I never use deodorant. Not growing up, no, never. You would never be next to me and be like, "This guy stinks."
No,
That
now that I think
that
about
really
it,
doesn't happen.
I've
Yeah,
never smelled, I've never had a bad, odor coming when I'm next to you.
yeah.
I've seen you sweating profusely on a boat
I
next
know.
to me.
Nothing. It's
Nothing.
weird. But anyway, I guess it's a good thing. But I wish it was a different superpower, like the
Yeah,
power to
I
make
wear
money.
deodorant.
That
But
would be
the power
way
of what?
better.
I'm sorry.
I would rather stink and be able to make money easily, like be a millionaire.
That's
That would be
the billionaire guys. They have a superpower.
that would be the superpower I want. But anyway, at least I don't smell. Let's see. Are you also going to provide a schedule of any trips you do for meet and greets? The easiest one is the meetup. Very public. DiveTalkMeetup.com. We do it every year. And we're going to Belize this year. So completely sold out, but you get to spend a week with us diving. Or if you're not a diver, hanging out with us. Because not everyone who goes to a meetup is a diver.
My
More videos on
introduction to
demand,
scuba
yeah.
diving, well, I have talked about it a bunch. It was with my friend. I was 8 or 9, and I always forget which age. 8 or 9 years old. My friend Paul Silverman. We grew up in Plantation, Florida, in South Florida.
Oh, one of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. That's cool.
And Paul's dad got into scuba diving, and it's a silly story. Let's just say I was not always the most well-behaved child. I was a little hyperactive, and his dad had scuba gear in the garage, and I'm like, dude, let's just jump in the pool. They're gone, they're out. We'll put that stuff back in the garage, and we put together the gear, probably wrong, used it in their swimming pool, put it back like an 8 or 9-year-old hyperactive Woody would in the garage, and the dad caught us. He's like, I told you not to touch this. You both definitely used it, and now your punishment is I want you to learn how to dive properly.
Yeah.
And back then it was the two big agencies back then were actually Nowie and Patty. That's all I really remember anyway. So we went with Patty, and it was hard. Patty's book of learning to dive, like this book was like crazy. I'm like, I'm 10. It was so hard, but we learned to dive. And then we just started catching lobster, mainly underneath Port Everglades. And honestly, for us, it was just a way to make money. Little kids go out at night, catch lobster, and sell them. And that is how I learned to dive.
Nice. Very nice. Let's see.
Paul
What
Silverman,
else?
if you're watching, man, you brought that to me. I'm sorry that you got punished, by the way, a little bit.
The kids
I am
rebreathers
invisible,
were ever
yeah.
involved in the development of the Dive Talk Go. I mean, I guess indirectly because Mike was the owner of Kids Rebreathers and Mike developed the Go with us and feedback from other people as well. So, yeah, sort of. It's the same person, so.
I think he was working with Ed Sorensen as well before
Right.
really rolling it out, and I think they were actually experimenting as it to be just an oxygen only rebreather at the beginning, and it just turned out to be an absolutely amazing chest mount rebreather. Easy to use, easy to assemble, easy to breathe on, which for me is my kind of diving. The word easy automatically for me appeals to me. That's why I love it. Why do I love the Go? Because it's easy.
What do you guys personally believe the minimum age for CCR diving should be? I mean, there are standards. It doesn't really matter what we think. At the end of the day, there's an organization that sets the standard for rebreather diving called RESA, or the Rebreather Education and Safety Association. That's what RESA stands for. And they have said that the minimum age is 18. Now, could you be 17? Oops, my camera went black. Could you be 17 and be a stud, like a great diver? You've been diving for years and be amazing at diving a rebreather? Sure. But again, there's an association with people that are way smarter than both of us combined who came up with 18 as the minimum age. To be fair, I don't really think about the age so much as your overall experience as a diver and skill. So you could be 20 and still not be old enough to dive a rebreather when you go into technical diving, there's a lot more risks, a lot more things to keep in mind and be aware of when you're diving it. So it's really off sometimes to the instructor to decide if you're ready or not, even if you meet the standards or the minimum requirements.
Yeah, totally agree. Well said.
Let's see.
Go
what
down.
is your top 2026 dive you guys are ready for? The meetup. I mean, every year I'm just super excited about the meetup. I'm looking forward to it, especially because a lot of people coming to the meetup have never been on a small plane. And you remember how small that plane was from Belize to San Pedro?
It's funny, actually.
So I can't wait to hear what everybody feels like on the meetup.
I'm looking forward to it as well. I love that kind of diving. It's mellow diving. It's warm water. That's still my favorite.
Yep. Let's see. What else?
I'm trying to read them. Netherlands, hello.
Yeah.
There's somebody from the Netherlands.
Never been on a small plane. There you go. Is that Ari coming to the meetup? It's going to be great. What date are you hitting Chernobyl this year? You know, I've been wanting to go to Chernobyl actually for many years. Not to dive, of course, but you can do tours in Chernobyl. Not now because of the war and all that, probably. I'm assuming the tours are suspended, but they've been doing tours of Chernobyl for many, many years now, where you can go into the buildings and, you know, whatever. It's like a actual tour.
That would be great.
Yeah,
I would love to. I would
that.
love to see that.
Yeah. Greetings from Austria. Love Austria. Awesome. Hello from Romania. One country I haven't
Have you been
been
watching the? By the way, have you been watching the Olympics? I
No.
don't
Not
miss
the Winter
one
Olympics.
single. Was so addicted, and there were just some incredible stories of athletes coming back and what they've achieved. I'm just enamored by how people can reach such a high level, and they devote their whole life to it.
Oh, yeah.
Like every day, this is all they do. Yes, I have been watching it, and it's been awesome.
Do you
Matt, I knew Matt
would
would love Abaco, of course. Yeah, it is beautiful. In terms of cave diving, I have never seen anything prettier. I'm pretty sure Gus would agree.
I don't know what he says by 2027, let's go to Abaco. Does that mean you and I go, or does that mean a meetup in Abaco? Like, what do you mean by that? But if we're going, let's go. But, dude, get on a rebreather. What are we doing here? Nobody wants to dive open circuit. I want to show you the cheap seats, which is a 3.5 hour to 4 hour dive. So, open circuit's not going to work. Matt, we got to get you on a rebreather. Let's see. What else? AOW diver from Chicago. Are you still planning to go to the Blue Hole? Absolutely.
Yeah.
The one in Belize.
We have a
We're
trip
going.
scheduled for that.
Hello from Latvia, another country I haven't been to.
I have Matt. He's responding about the rebreather. I'm poor, but well, it depends what rebreather, of course.
Right.
You know, I mean, the thing about the Abacos in a rebreather is you kind of do want to have a side mount rebreather there.
For sure.
There's some pretty narrow areas, and you just can't go everywhere without that.
Yeah, no chance Brian is taking you to some of those places we went on the side mount. Good evening from Norway, another country I haven't been to.
By the way,
There's so
Norway
many
dominates the Winter Olympics and always gets the most medals. And
Really?
again, they just dominate.
No,
They have
because
guys-
it's winter over there all the time.
Gold, silver, and bronze in cross-country skiing. Norway. Everybody else is like 3 miles behind.
What I want to know is who came up with that idea for that sport.
And what I want to know is in Norway to get gold, silver, and are they just all winter long out cross-country skiing?
Well,
I
but
mean, is everybody cross-country skiing in Norway?
Norwegians are just hardcore, all right? Like, they have also, like, I don't know if you know much about mountaineering. I know you do mountain climbing and all that, but mountaineering is completely different. It's like the people that climb in the Himalayas and stuff. Most of the 8,000ers, like the tallest mountains in the world, most of the winter ascents were all by Norwegians.
This may sound dumb.
The first winter
For the
ascent.
first time, I may say something that sounds dumb. Do you think it's just because they eat salmon? Don't they only eat salmon in Norway? Do I have the right country? I'm pretty sure
Norwegians are just
they
hardcore.
love salmon.
They're just hardcore.
I'm just gonna eat salmon, and then
Yeah.
I'll get hardcore.
But yeah, most of the first winter ascents in
They're
the
amazing.
Himalayas, Norwegians.
Yeah, and they perfect.
Nobody
it.
else tries.
They're so methodical. I was watching the interview on the one guy who won the gold in cross country Norway. His grandfather taught him how to be the stuff they concentrate on that is so much better than what everybody else does. You would never think of. They're just very detailed.
Here's a serious question.
Okay.
If let's say we ran out of people, we needed to send you to the Winter Olympics to compete on an event. What would
problem.
what you think right now, realistically?
You mean without practicing? What would I be really
like
good
if
at?
you Woody, go. Like what sport do you think?
I mean, I got to give myself a very strong shot in the downhill skiing.
What?
I'm not going to turn. I'm just literally going to go straight. And if I wipe out and die, I
so
die.
you're going to DQ.
Just literally.
No, because don't they have to
Yeah, they do. But
my
new way, my technique will just
down
be
the middle.
You're going to see a bullet.
But imagine you do that
hopefully
and everybody's like, we've been doing this shit.
Why we've been turning?
We could have just.
He's going 110. Now at
So
the
much
end,
faster.
you're dead.
Yeah, you can't stop.
But you win the goal, but you're gone.
They'll put it around your corpse.
And I don't even know if that's a disqualification. Do you have to be alive
I don't
to
think you have
receive
be
the
alive
medal?
to win.
I
No.
made it. I crossed the finish line, still alive, and he's gone. He just literally smashed into the bleachers.
That's a good question. I think it's important we should check on this. Do you have to be alive to get the medal?
I'm going to say no.
Because what if think of any sport. Let's say weightlifting. You weightlifted, bing, good lift, you won the medal, and then you die of a heart attack celebrating. You still won the gold.
Yeah, you got gold.
So I don't think you have to be alive.
Nope.
But anyway, for me, I would do the one with the brush. I feel like I have a chance. I mean, I'll get exhausted on the first go. I'll be like, all right, F this. If
There's a guy in that thing that, oh my God, he's like 56 years old. I mean, he's a curling, by the way, is what you're talking about.
Curling, yeah. But
So you don't want to be the thrower. You just
No.
want to brush.
Yeah.
And you already think you know when to brush and when not to brush.
No,
you think
but
you
they
know?
yell at you. They're like, I hear.
Yeah.
You watch the Olympics. And
Curl. What does it mean, curl? What if I don't want mine to curl? Just throw it straight.
Right?
If it's not curling, is there? We know a lot of stuff. It's obvious.
I would do that.
By the way, we're on live and we've been talking like this. People anybody even?
You
listening?
have to leave in 2 minutes, and
I
we didn't
know.
answer any
We
questions.
did nothing. We talked about
Terrible
nothing.
disappointment.
When does your video with Akam about ice diving come? That is good. We're gonna do that. I want to tie him up tight. Oh, that is a good point. Bobsled. I think I changed. I want to be a bobsled.
But
that's
you would
so
have
easy.
to start inside the sled because you're not gonna keep up running and jumping in with those guys. I mean, they're like Olympic athletes, runners.
Yeah, they are amazing.
Yeah, they run the 100 in like 10 seconds.
I just want to
as long
drive
as I start already in the sled, and I'll be like the third guy who doesn't brake or doesn't steer, I can probably do that.
It'd be a blast
Yeah.
flying on the bobsled. How hard is that? You train for a day, you drive it around, and you go.
You train for a day. Yeah. Any cool cave trips for 2026? We don't have anything scheduled for 2026 for caves. We should. We've been kind of stuck on the cave diving.
I know. It's been rough.
Yeah, they should introduce scuba at the Olympics just for fun. I saw somebody else asking a question.
Oh my God, I gotta go.
Yeah,
I
I
really
know.
do have to go. Let's do
All right,
one
we'll
more.
do one
this
more
was
and
quick.
that's
I
it.
have to.
Hello from Hungary. I went to Hungary. That was cool. Budapest is awesome. You guys got any dive plans for Chernobyl?
Nope.
Man, they keep asking about Chernobyl. No, we don't. Greeting from Serbia. Haven't been there.
Oh, New York City. Hello. Yeah. Either they're getting blasted right now or they already got blasted. I'm not sure, but I think it was going to be like a foot of snow, which is pretty unusual for the city.
Yeah, I think that's it. We have to call it a day. We just wanted to
got
do a
to.
quick 30-minute thing to answer your question, and then we proceeded to not answer any questions.
Well, they learned something
typical
about
fashion.
the Olympics. I think we gave them some good relevant info.
And about corn. I mean, don't forget, we cracked the code.
But
on
if
the
you
corn.
want to learn about knot tying and you just want to be like excellent at it, go to Dive Talk Plus right now and watch. There's 2 1-minute videos. Take you 2 minutes to watch.
They're
this.
short.
Not 1, not 2. Everything you ever wanted to know about tying knots, we answered.
Yeah, and if you're not subscribed, after you learn those advanced techniques, you have to subscribe.
They will.
There's no other way
They will.
around it. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you on Friday with a new video. And not sure when we'll be live